Chidi and Eleanor's unlikely relationship in The Good Place saw outrageous ups and downs, but that's all part of what made their romance great. The NBC series, which ran from 2016 to 2020, explored concepts of the afterlife in a comedic yet impactful way, and this was largely reflected in the relationship between these two characters. Chidi and Eleanor were never supposed to fall in love, but their time together in The Good Place made them soulmates. Unlike typical soulmates, Eleanor and Chidi didn't meet until after they were already dead. However, since thousands of years passed during The Good Place's 4 seasons, their actual lives didn't mean much. After all, it was based on the way that the pair lived on Earth that Michael determined that they would be the perfect people to torture one another for all eternity. What this demon didn't expect was that Eleanor and Chidi would help each other become better people, again and again, and that doing so would bind their souls forever. This all started with The Good Place's first episode. Eleanor and Chidi meet and begin good lessons. The Good Place Season 1, Episodes 1 to 9. Chidi and Eleanor in The Good Place. Eleanor's first meeting, of many, with Chidi was in The Good Place Season 1, Episode 1, Everything is Fine. Michael introduced the pair as soulmates, but this wasn't technically true. His real plan was to put Eleanor and Chidi together so they could torture each other, Eleanor with her trashbag ways and Chidi with his superiority, and for a while, this happened. However, Chidi continued to teach Eleanor about ethics, and she began to teach the teacher what it meant to be more spontaneous and live more deliberately. Over time, Eleanor and Chidi successfully helped each other become better people, and they slowly began to develop feelings for one another. Of course, given the complicated nature of their relationship and the stress they were under trying to keep Eleanor from going to the bad place, they didn't have much time to explore this relationship. However, when Eleanor was faced with the reality of going to the bad place after coming clean to Michael, she realized she needed to make some confessions to Chidi as well. Eleanor confesses her love to Chidi and the reboots begin. The Good Place Season 1, Episode 10, Season 2, Episode 10. Eleanor and Chidi talking in The Good Place. The arrival of real Eleanor at the end of The Good Place Season 1 spurred Eleanor to confess her feelings to Chidi. Unfortunately, nearly everyone else decided to do the same. Since making decisions was never Chidi's strong suit, he was tormented by the need to pick between Eleanor, real Eleanor, and Tahani, so he simply shut down. By the final episode of The Good Place Season 1, Michael's Gambit, Eleanor's feelings for Chidi took a second seat to her realization that she, Chidi, Tahani, and Jason were all actually in the bad place. Thus, Michael's reboots began. To prove that his Good Place experiment could work, Michael rebooted the neighborhood 802 times. Every time this happened, Chidi and Eleanor's memories were erased, and their relationship started all over again. Sometimes, they remained friends, but other times they became all-out lovers who shared romantic picnics or confessed their feelings at Mindy St. Clair's, and this continued for about 300 Earth years. The interesting thing about these reboots is that, though Eleanor and Chidi's memories were erased every time, their souls seemed to almost remember one another. Chidi kisses Eleanor and they are sent back to Earth. The Good Place Season 2, Episode 11, Season 3, Episode 9. Chidi and Eleanor kissing in The Good Place. The end of The Good Place Season 3 saw the end of Michael's reboots, and after struggling with the knowledge that she and Chidi had been in love countless times over the last few centuries, Eleanor finally decided to share this truth. However, thanks to Chidi's continued indecisiveness, he was again reluctant to do anything about his own feelings. This changed after the Good Place crew presented their case to the judge. Knowing that everything was hanging in the balance, Chidi finally made a bold move and kissed Eleanor, just in time for their memories to be, again, erased. Michael and the judge decided in The Good Place Season 2, Episode 13, Somewhere Else, that Chidi, Eleanor, Tahani, and Jason would be sent back to Earth to continue living after their original deaths. This gave the group a chance to prove they had become better people in Michael's fake good place, but it also meant that Eleanor and Chidi's relationship was again put on pause. After another first meeting, the pair began a friendship, which yet again resulted in Eleanor falling in love and Chidi being wholly unsure about anything he wanted.